In the quiet town of Springwood, Ohio, a name is whispered in fear, a name that lives not in the streets or alleys, but in the darkest corners of the mind. That name is Freddy Krueger. Known as the Springwood Slasher, Freddy was responsible for the disappearance and murder of multiple children. The parents of Springwood were outraged. Fueled by rage and grief, they took matters into their own hands. One night, they tracked Freddy to an old boiler room where he hid. Without hesitation, they burned him alive, believing they had ended the horror once and for all. Hidden behind a normal life, he worked as a janitor in a local school, stalking his young victims with calculated precision. Long before he became a nightmare, Freddy was a man twisted, cruel, and completely devoid of remorse. But he would no longer exist in the real world. He spoke, he laughed, he toyed with his victims, delivering taunts and cruel jokes even as he hunted them down. The character blurred the lines between reality and dreams, and his mythology grew deeper with every film. He invaded minds, controlled fears, and even fought other horror legends like Jason Voorhees. This made him uniquely terrifying more than just a monster. He was a sadist who enjoyed the hunt as much as the kill, because Freddy Krueger isn't just a killer, he's the embodiment of revenge, fear, and the darkness that lives inside us all. Freddy Krueger was now something far worse, a killer in the realm of dreams. But justice didn't come from the courts. Freddy was arrested, but due to a technicality and missing search warrant, he was released. But death was just the beginning. Freddy's spirit refused to die, twisted by vengeance and hatred. He made a deal with Dream Demon's ancient forces that granted him the power to return from the grave. While they slept, Freddy would enter their dreams, turning innocent nightmares into twisted arenas of terror. He had full control over this dream world, shifting reality, morphing into fears, and always appearing with his trademark weapons, a glove with razor-sharp blades on each finger. He began to haunt the children of the very same parents who had killed him. But it wasn't his looks that made him terrifying, it was his power. If Freddy killed you in your dream, you died in real life. There was no escape. The only defense was to stay awake, but eventually, everyone must sleep. His appearance was unforgettable. A burned, scarred face, a dirty fedora, and a red and green striped sweater. He fed on their fear, growing stronger with each kill. He didn't just murder, he tormented, using each victim as personal trauma or phobia to break them down mentally and emotionally before striking the final blow. One by one, the teenagers of Springwood fell victim to Freddy's sadistic games. Freddy wasn't like other horror villains. Over the years, Freddy Krueger became an icon of horror, spawning a series of films starting with A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984, directed by Wes Craven. But no matter how many times Freddy was defeated, he always found a way back. He doesn't need a knife or a gun. He doesn't need to chase you. All he needs is for you to fall asleep. So remember, the next time you close your eyes, you might just hear the scraping of claws against metal, because Freddy is waiting in your dreams.